Alan Grant is able to live through his close encounter with a full-grown Tyrannosaur due to the animal's vision being based on movement in the first film. This aspect of the Tyrannosaurus is something only seen in the first Jurassic Park movie, and not with any real base in paleontology today. However, the exact reason the Rex was unable to detect Grant is elaborated on further in the novel by Michael Crichton, whose writing would go on to explain that the Tyrannosaur was unable to see anything that didn't move because of the inclusion of amphibian DNA into its genetic code. Some amphibious creatures such as frogs and toads use a movement-based system when finding prey, and it is theorized by Grant in the original novel that this is the reason the Rex was unable to detect him while he had encountered the great dinosaur. This idea is expanded upon in other films of the Jurassic Park series, such as Jurassic Park 3, when Grant tells the group not to move a muscle after coming across a Rex feeding upon a dead carcass, as well as in The Lost World when Malcolm desperately screams to all of the hunters to not move when the Rexes finally find their camp. While the explanation in the film series has initially been made through a paleontological theory on Grant's behalf, it's curious that the novel actually equates this to the real-world example of the amphibian code that has been spliced into the animal's genomes, and this idea itself is actually expanded upon in the second novel written by Crichton. In the Lost World novel, Dodson, Howard King, and George Bastleton depart for Isla Sorna with the intent of bringing back dinosaur eggs for Biosyn to begin their own business adventure in dinosaur theme parks. They carry with them a small box that emits a powerful and incredibly loud ultrasonic frequency that is painful to any dinosaurs to audibly hear, and proceed to use the device on the Rex nest in an effort to steal some of the Tyrannosaur eggs. While doing so, Dodson steps on the infant Tyrannosaur chick's leg and breaks it while attempting to retrieve one of the eggs, while simultaneously keeping the parent Rexes at bay with his painfully loud sonic screams coming from the box. Unfortunately for his crew, the cord happens to be pulled loose while Dodson attempts to retrieve the egg, and the Tyrannosaurs cautiously return to their nest and examine the intruders amidst their young. George Bastleton, the scientist escorting the other men on this mission, freezes and stays completely still, with the belief that the visual acuity of the T-Rex is based on movement, and that if he can just remain still, then the dinosaurs wouldn't be able to see him. Unfortunately for Bastleton, this proves to be a bad theory when the Tyrannosaurs not only realize that he is actually standing in their nest, but also have just witnessed his party injure their offspring and cause the animals to be in pain from the ultrasonic frequencies Dodson's box gave off. This prompts the Tyrannosaurs to attack and kill Bastleton, starting by ripping off his arm. Both Howard King and Lewis Dodson are able to flee their encounters with the parents, but the scene still stands as a follow-up to the theory possessed by Alan Grant from the first movie. The Tyrannosaur in Jurassic Park was unable to see Grant because of its genetic code being altered with that of a frog's, and not because it was simply the vision of a Tyrannosaur. The exact reason as to why the Rexes on Sorna were able to see Bastleton isn't explicitly given, although it can be speculated and even assumed that these Rexes may be second or third generation animals who may have been breeding the unnecessary amphibian DNA out of their genes, and as such would attribute much of their current eyesight to that of a purebred Tyrannosaurus. Hopefully this has been informative and entertaining enough to explain why the Tyrannosaurus in Jurassic Park was unable to see humans, unless they moved in the first film as well as the first novel of the series. Personally, I would really like to see this aspect make a comeback in future films, just to see that insane death scene that we got in the second novel from George Bastleton. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video, and hope you've enjoyed today's content. If you feel like I've deserved it, I would appreciate the like, and hope you consider subscribing so that you can see me again. I'll see you all in the next video, and as always guys, take it easy.